America. America. Hi, guys. I wanted to come live because we had an interesting conversation earlier on Truth to Set You Free. Great conversation. It was actually pretty fun to sit and talk to people and get their perspectives. But one thing I took from that conversation was feelings have ruined America. Like, ruined. I'm not even being dramatic, or clearly I'm not in my feelings, but feelings have literally ruined this country. And I don't see how others don't view it that way, or how nobody else is picking up on it. Let me not say nobody, because a lot of people probably understand where I'm coming from and they would agree. It's to the point where you can't call people out on their shit, bro. It's to the point where you can't say something that's completely factual without someone trying to modify it, change it. Well, this works. Well, this works. Dude, there are no exceptions to the rule. Feelings have fucked our country. Saying the truth about families offends people. Like, just let that marinate for a second. It's expressing that it is important for moms to be able to raise their children and give them a fighting chance when they step into the world is an unpopular opinion. Women place more importance in going to work, having a title, providing a paycheck, feeling strong. They take more pride in that than being a mom, being a wife. And feelings have put us there. I learn something new every day about society. Every day there's a new aha moment I have, and feelings are going to be the downfall of America and the world. You can't talk about why things are designed the way they are, why men are made the way men are, why women are made the way we are. We can't do that, because that will offend somebody and that will take importance away from that person. America never ceases to amaze me, bro. You can't tell people, like, bro, you weren't born a man, so you're not a man. Because if you say that, oh, you'll hurt their feelings. You can't discipline your kids the way you probably should discipline them, because you're going to hurt their feelings. We care more about feelings than we do about reality. And this is the reason that we're dealing with racism and white supremacy. This is the reason that it's here, because Black folks have been affirmed in their belief that if I feel somebody is discriminating against me, it's discrimination. If I feel like that white person has walked in and looked at me a certain way, my feelings are valid. And if a white person were to say, no, I don't care about your feelings, I'm not a racist, and A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you are completely ignored And then we will lift up irrational people's thinking because of feelings. Come on. Is anybody else like, I'm really frustrated. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm extremely frustrated. I left that show frustrated because it was feelings. It was feelings. Well, they feel this or they feel that. Dude, who gives a fuck what you feel? Who cares? The world doesn't care about your feelings. If you commit a crime and you go stand in front of the judge and you say, well, I felt like I wanted to commit the crime, so I wouldn't, I felt like I wanted to kill somebody. I felt like I needed to rob somebody because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You think the judge is going to be like, well, yeah, I know, your feelings have got you feeling the way you do, so I'm going to give you a slap on the wrist because your feelings matter more than facts. I don't know what more Americans need. I don't know what else is going to take for people to just wake up one day. Just wake up and recognize the only people that care about how you feel is the person you're fucking, the person you have kids with, the person you married, and yourself. Sometimes your family, but nobody else gives two shits about them. I'm going to play this clip I came across. I feel like I'm living in a planet full of idiots. Not everybody. So don't go getting your feelings being like, oh, she called everybody an idiot. No, but a large portion of this country, a large portion of people are just completely idiotic, man. Completely. Thank you. To the point where they reject anything that doesn't make them feel good. They don't even question things. I think I'm going to play a little bit of Tommy Loren so you can see exactly what this girl was doing. Men are not trash. The majority of the men functioning in this country are not trash. And I think to say that is feelings because a woman said it is true. No, these women, there's a specific reason that certain women are single. There really is. We got to stop blaming men, man. I'm tired of blaming men. I'm tired of completely absolving women of any responsibility when it comes to reproductive, when it comes to a lot of things, bro. When it comes to how you deal with, excuse me, the father of your child. The dad doesn't even get a say so. The woman gets all the say so, and it's just discombobulated. Why can't we ever hold women to the same standard that we hold men to? If you're so equal to men, and marriages are partnerships and you're a teammate, please tell me, why don't you want to be held to the same standard as a man? Somebody give me an argument, a serious argument. The only thing I'm finding people present to me are feelings.
Do you believe that all white people have taken part in racial violence, which is what you wrote?
I believe that society is built on the foundation. It's not what.
Hold on. I don't know if I shared the audio. Whoops. Hold on. There we go.
I believe it's a fact that society is built on the foundations of colonialism.
Do you believe that all white people have taken part in racial violence, which is what you wrote?
I believe that society is built on the foundation. It's not what I believe, it's a fact that society is built on the foundations of colonialism and slavery.
I understand that. In terms of specifically what you wrote,
yeah.
Are you standing by all white people and racial violence? All white people are guilty of racial violence.
By racial violence, that's a very nuanced thing. So you have things like microaggressions that people of color will experience every single day, that everything from moving from a black person on a bus to...
I understand that, but are you saying all white people are guilty of that?
I'm not saying all white people are guilty of it, but all white people benefit from racism with white privilege. If you are not actually dismantling racism, if you are not going to pull people up from the bottom of the pyramid to the top, then you are participating and benefiting from racism.
But you didn't write that. What you wrote was,
I did write that, but it was taken out of context.
Do you see? I brought this up on purpose. I wrote it, but it was taken out of context. You are in your feelings. You're in your feelings now. Microaggression, racism. Oh, it's an everyday thing. Colonialism. These are fucking feelings, man. And when are we going to tell these people, get out your feelings? Leave white people alone. Get out of your feelings. Live your own lives. If it is that serious, just don't go around white people. Stay to yourself. When you got to jump and do mental gymnastics to make shit make sense, or to make your asinine comment that you posted on social media, which was all white people participate in violent crimes against people of color, which is what she said, and all white people benefit from racism, where is the logic in that? Like, where? Where is the logic in Tomi Lahren saying all men are trash? Where is the logic? And even, yeah, a large portion of men are trash. Where the fuck are you getting those numbers from? And who's telling you that? Do these things not matter? Okay, what happened in this situation? Why did your relationship end? What did you contribute to the demise of your relationship? Blaming a man for everything is tired and played out. And I, for one, I'm not going to sit by and let it happen. Like, I would not be Sunni. I would not be me if I didn't challenge and push these narratives and these agendas, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired of the race card being thrown out. I'm tired of the gender card being thrown out. You want to be equal to a man until it really counts. There's nothing wrong with embracing who you are. There's nothing wrong with understanding how important it is to raise children. We have pushed that responsibility off on everybody else so that we can go receive accolades and the world can acknowledge us. And are you serious? At the end of the day, if this podcast never went to the place it went to, if I never met Cash, if I didn't meet anybody that I know today, if I never had success, I would die a happy woman. You know why? Because my kids are straight and my husband is happy, and so am I. You don't have to go out in the world and achieve corporate America success to be actually successful in life. And the fact that women feel like they need to go do that is utterly sad, man. It is sad. I said it on the show. I never said women couldn't do it. What I said was they shouldn't have to bear the brunt of providing. Honey, if you want to go be a doctor, go do that. If you want to go do all these things, you want to go tackle all these things, you want to achieve it, go do it. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but don't take away and don't minimize what a mom is and how important a family is and how important your presence at home is. Don't do that. I'm telling you, a lot of women in the world make housewives and wives that take pride in taking care of their homes. You make them feel like this because they're not out in the world being, how do you say it? Ambitious. I believe a woman that's overly ambitious she takes on a masculine trait. That's a masculine characteristic. Just like I think women that sleep around are hoes, just like men that sleep around are hoes. You're both hoes, bro. Getting mad because a dude called you a hoe and he don't want to wife you and saying, "Oh, but you do it too." Why do you want to be with him and why does he want to be with you? Y'all are both hoes. Matter of fact, y'all probably will work better together. Take a step back, look in the mirror, and ask yourself, what have I done? Where did I mess up in my relationships? Where did I mess up in a marriage? Where did I fall short anywhere? Oh no, it's just the guy, right? It's only the guy. Now, a lot of people like to bring up extreme cases of, well, men hit women. No shit, Sherlock. And you know what? Those women deserve to be treated better. Anybody on God's green earth would acknowledge that. But we're talking about the women who aren't getting beat, who aren't necessarily getting abused, who just don't like to hear the truth. And if we lie to ourselves and say that that's not a good portion of the females in America, they don't want to take responsibility, you're lying to yourself. Not every man is a fucking narcissistic. Not every man is a dog. Not every man is garbage. Not every man is trash, like was being presented. That is bullshit, bro. I know too many good men in this country that want to be married, that want to settle down, but they're not willing to settle down with you all. And I'm talking about the modern woman, like I said on the show. And they have every right to have standards to what they want. And you know what? You need to deal with that. You need to deal with the fact that they might not want to be with you. You don't get to go whine and cry and gripe and be like, oh, men don't want me. Listen again. You want to be equal? Hold yourself to the same standard. If we can say this about guys, why can't we say it about women? Topics like this, it really irks me and it really irritates me because people don't give conversations like this justice when they hold men to a higher standard than women. Thank you. There are women who abuse men. It's not just one-sided. Men are not the devil. And I will be damned if I'm married to a man and I'm raising a man and I have anybody walking around saying these things. I'll be damned if I don't speak up and say the truth. We need to celebrate our men just like we need to celebrate cops, because after a while, men are going to do this like they are now. You know what they're doing? They're turning their backs on the thoughts. They're turning their backs on the modern women. They're turning their backs on the women that want to go out, have all this success, explore the world, carry on, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Now they don't want you. And now you're mad. There's a reason that single parents produce criminals, high school dropouts, drug addicts. There's a reason. There's a reason that Obama gave those statistics, because you're more likely to run into all these issues when you don't have two parents at home teaching you right from wrong. Stop dogging out men. Stop saying men are trash. Stop saying the majority of them are trash, because they're not. There are good men and women on both sides, white, black, Asian, whatever. If you just so happen to be attracting ain't shit people, maybe there's something ain't shit about you that you should look at. Those are the facts of life. You are what you attract. I couldn't finish because I had other things to do. So I had to get off camera on the show. But I'm not going to lie. The sideways comments, that you can't make decisions without your husband, that shit was pissing me off because a lot of women do that. When you respect your husband enough to listen to him, babe, I might need you to pull off from the show. I got you. Where do I need to step up? When you do that, you are the problem in this country. No, my husband doesn't make all my decisions for me, but he plays a huge factor because he is my man and the father to my children. He provides everything that I could ever need or want. I'm sorry other women don't have that. I really am. It's not like you can't, because there are good men in the world. Requires both work on both ends. Compromise. I hope my stance on this makes more sense, because feelings come into the conversation and convolute and confuse. Thank you. I appreciate people listening. I know it's late and there's not a lot of people here, but I had to. I'm just tired of the ragging and the bashing on men, and I'm kind of mad at Russo for that comment. Majority of men are trash because he's a man. Thank you guys for listening to me. I'm gonna look at some of your comments, pull them up and respond, see what's what. You are a boss, a role model. Appreciate your success in the way you set people of all colors. Thank you. Thank you. Paid actors. Are you talking about the BBC video I put up? My white privilege started me under the pyramid. Try having self-accountability. Admit that what holds you down is just you. Facts, Chris. I like it. I like it. Women beat men too. Absolutely. I watched the whole video. Do you guys remember when I watched insane women attack men? Crazy. Good night, Lacey. I hope you sleep well. I say things the way I say them on purpose, so that when people argue with them, you can just tear them apart, man. You can. But thank you guys for listening to me. I'm out of here.